I feel things are dissolving away. Old habits, old belief systems, old desires. I feel like they're just slowly falling apart away from me. And I feel like for a long time, I was really resistant. I could feel it beginning to happen. And I felt really resistant to it. And now I'm kind of in flow with it. Oh, sleepy. Excuse me. It's like I'm letting myself flow downstream. And I see the signs of things around me falling apart. Um, Not necessarily in my life, but just in the world. Um, I think people are waking up to, some people I feel are waking up to the facade of things, and I feel like other people are leaning even more heavily into it. But one thing I know for sure is that the divine feminine is 150,000% back, and you can see it in every aspect of your life. It's like a slow invasion, and for some people, it's like a relief, and for others, it feels like something encroaching upon your sovereignty, especially if you're someone who's lived in and thrived within the masculine, toxic masculine aspect. I'll say that because masculine energy is beautiful and loving and has its own rhythm and flow. But what's here is very toxic and very manipulative. And I feel like a lot of the um, contrast we're seeing is people leaning more heavily into it because they're terrified of it leaving because they don't really know what to do. You know, if you've been surviving in the world, either inside yourself or outside yourself, financially, in all the ways, in one way, and then all of a sudden someone wants to come and change that, or an energy is coming in and changing that, you don't want to let it go. And I find, like I said, the people who are leaning more into the old habits and old ways, they can't really wrap their mind around the divine feminine being not just back, but dominant in their mind space. It's like a threat to everything they've known and how they moved and how they live. Even those who say they are of the divine feminine, they still are moving in these toxic masculine ways. And it's disturbing, especially when people think that that is femininity, you know, and they think that's reality. I think just a lot of realities are being shattered. And, you know, people, spiritual people, talk about the splitting of the 5D and all of that. I think what it really is at this point is just those who choose to lean further into the old ways and stay with the old ways versus those who are leaning into the new. And I just feel old things of the old ways just dropping off and making me question myself, question my beliefs, my thoughts. Not to change them, but just to analyze them, to take a closer look at why do I feel this way? Is this actually how I feel, or is this a root cause of something else? You know what I mean? Making me look at myself more deeply. I also noticed that people that are very much like me, um, who are stepping into that flow of what's changing, they're quiet right now, really silent. And it's like sometimes we'll emerge like a heads above water, like me in these videos speaking my piece, and then we'll go back down. And it's like um, we tag team. Okay, you go. Okay, now I'm gonna go. Okay, you know, now you go. That's what it seems like. But I feel at peace with whatever is to come next for my life and for the world. I do feel this very intense need to rest. Um, I believe in past videos I was talking about. I'm sorry, I'm getting sleepy. I should be asleep, but I did sleep a lot today, earlier. Um, I found myself um, sleeping a lot because of a medication that I was on. And right now I'm close to my period, so I can't say if it's the new medication or it's just, I feel like it's my period. So I can't gauge until it's over, you know what I mean? So I've just been feeling this really intense need to rest and my body and to simplify my life. I've been looking at my habits, my eating habits, things like that, and just my habits of how I live. And some of it's just way too complicated. I'm finding myself just tired of food. Is that anybody else feeling that way? Like, I love food. I'm a foodie. I love food. I love the taste of food. It's been my comfort for many years, but I'm just tired of it. Pretty much all food, to be honest. Meat, vegetables. I'm not tired of fruit yet, but I am. I'll eat a lot of vegetarian. Like I did the 80-20, 80% vegetables, fruit, and 20% meat. I did that for a while, for a long time, really. Um, but honestly, now I'm sick of vegetables. And so the way I've been getting vegetables in my body is I take this, I guess you would call it a supplement, and it's just a collection of greens that are dried, and I think they're freeze dried. I don't know if it's just the juice that's freeze dried. I don't know. It's dried and milled into a powder, and it dissolves, and I drink it, and I drink like 2 tablespoons of it, and it gives my body like double the amount of nutrients that I would get if I was just eating vegetables alone. And I'm kind of satisfied with that right now. But I'm also getting really sick of meat. But I like the chew of meat. You know what I mean? Like, why can't there be can't there be a vegetable that has the same texture of meat? Not similar, the same texture of meat. I probably wouldn't want anything else. But yeah, I can feel my body getting tired of meat. Um, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to find ways to further simplify my life. I'm tired of cooking. Um, I still like to cook every once in a while, but I'm kind of tired of it, you know? I just want to take in my nutrients and then do other things. You know, I feel like it's taking up much too much of my time. I spent like 45 minutes washing dishes today. To just have low energy right now. And it's taking a lot to do things. And like I said, I'm not really sure if it's the medicine or just me. I don't know. But I'm gonna have to find more ways to simplify my life. I was even supposed to get my eye prescription done this week, but I think I might forego that because I really want to get an appliance for my house that can simplify my life. Because I find that if I find something too difficult, I'll avoid it like the plague. So I think I'm going to try to find something that can simplify things like that further, like cleaning, simplify all that further. But I feel myself drawing in a cocoon within myself. I feel like I'm been tired of social media, even tired of, like, I love YouTube because I love, the documentaries that I find. I love the alternative history stuff, science, cosmos, astronomy. But I'm getting sick of all that too. And I feel like I just want to be like I am right now in this room in the dark. And maybe creating something, making some art, or maybe just sleeping. Or if I'm watching TV, I watch The Addams Family. The Addams Family is my comfort show. And Pluto has a channel where it runs 24/7, and sometimes I just turn it on and go to sleep. But yeah, I just feel things falling away slowly, one by one, and things that I would say used to bother me. I won't say that they don't bother me. They don't have as much weight in my life as they once did. I feel like I just question, like, why am I still entertaining this? Why am I still watching this? And then the more I watch, like, things on social media, the dramas and shit, it's so fucking fake. All of it. Like, these people are weird. He'll do anything for content, anything for views, anything for attention on him, anything for money. And it's weird. And it's like, you're willing to expose your life for views? Like, every painful aspect of your life for money. And I used to feel like that. Like, well, if I'm sharing and you try to justify shit, like, if it's gonna help somebody, I'll share parts of myself that I'm still healing from and still really tender and vulnerable. It's like exposing a wound to open air, like like you injured your foot and you had a band-aid on it for a few days and then you took the band-aid off and decided to walk on it barefoot. You just re-injuring yourself. That's kind of what it's like. And it kind of makes me sick a little bit. Like, what's wrong with these people? They're so fucked. Like, I don't get it. But I do understand that there are energies that love the chaos of human beings that feed on that. And it's an animalistic thing. It's just what they do. I can't blame them for that, but I don't have to participate in that. And I don't want to, you know. I feel like I have more to say. I think I'm gonna let that be that. I have been wanting to go to the park for a few days, but my body is just not letting me, and I'm not really sure why. I think it's just that feeling of like I need to rest. Like every time I think about it, like, excuse me, I could be at the park. I want to walk around. I want to be in the sun, and I do feel that way. But my body wants to rest. My mind wants to rest. My brain wants to separate from the world for a while. And I'm just in a place of self-priority where I'm truly discovering what it means and doing to put myself first. And that's a first for me. I feel like I've never really allowed myself to fully be put first. I've attempted, I've tried and started and stopped and all of that. But now I'm really understanding what it means to put me first and to not let the weight of what ifs and the future and all of the things like, oh, um, I wanted to be discovered, or I wanted to people to see how great I am, or people to see how talented I am. Spent a lot of my life doing that or wanting that, living my days in daydreaming in the future and hopes and dreams, and just not living in the now. And now I feel like I've been forced to live in the now, but it's actually a desire, like becoming a genuine desire. Like there's nothing in the future that I want right now. There's things that I hope for, things that I would like, but nothing in the future that I want right now. It would be too much. And there's nothing in the past that I want. So what am I doing? You know what I mean? Why not just enjoy right now? If that means rest, then rest. If that means create, then create. If that means play games on my phone or my tablet, that's what I'm going to do. Go to work, come home, do it again. But I think my top priority right now is streamlining my life and um, making it to where it's easier to be with me in this space, you know. But anyways, that's my piece for today. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.